Hey, what's up, guys? JJ Games here, and today I'm going over my final Street Fighter 5 tier list. You know, this game had its up and downs over the past 7 years. I thought the best season was probably season 1 and season 6, season 5, and for me, the worst season's gotta be season 2. Like season 2, the game was so unbalanced. 50-50s, throw loops, unblockables. Like the game was like a better Street Fighter 2 basically in season 2. And this game really started to pick up after the introduction of V Shift, but there was still problems with the game like crush counter and V trigger, but the game is definitely way better now. Meaning of S tier is characters that are overpowered, a character that could do everything that you can do in a game. Offensive pressure, defense, everything. And for me, the best character in this game has to be Luke. Good crush counters, easy whiff punishes, easy combos, easy confirms, anti-air, V trigger. This character is the whole package. Like, that's why MinRD won with Luke. That's why everyone was using the character. The character's broken. Like, there's no point of even going into that even more. Okay, number 2. This may be controversial for some people, but I think it's Guile. And I say it's Guile because Guile is technically just like Luke, but he has to charge. Because Guile could come in after his fireball for easy offensive pressure, good defense, good zoning, a 3-frame fully invincible EX reversal, good V triggers, good crush counters. I don't think there's really more to explain. I think some people would understand why. Chun-Li. So people may be confused with Chun-Li, so I say Chun-Li's S tier because Chun-Li has amazing anti-fireball tools. So if you're a zoner, you're forced to play her game. When you're forced to play her game, you have to deal with her ridiculous long-range normals that are crush counter, so it beats out your normal because it's a hard button priority. Her V triggers are strong. The Hazanto anti-fireball, only -4 on block. 3-frame EX reversal. The characters, the whole package basically. Now Seth. Again, Seth doesn't have a fireball, but Seth's anti-fireballs tools are so strong that you're forced to play the character's game. And when you're forced to play the character's game, the normals are really strong. On top of that, when she has V trigger, man, when this character has V trigger, it's crazy. Like one combo could equal to 50% damage, and the combos are easy. So yeah, good anti-airs, 30% damage anti-airs, crush counter, anti-fireball tools, 3-frame EX reversal, character strong. Now Cody. Even though Cody doesn't have a reversal, again, Cody's has amazing neutral, amazing buttons. Cody has an EX tackle that is so fast you can't react to it, and it's plus on block, and if it hits you, it's a combo that does like 30% damage. So on top of that, the Cody's V trigger too is insane. Like the rock, the command grab, it's crazy. This character is strong. Crush counters, good anti-fireball tools. Um, so if you're trying to zone, you can't zone. You have to play the character's game. EX share tackle plus unblock. The character's overpowered. Rashid has been tweaked a little bit, but I still think Rashid is strong. Here's why. The V trigger pushes you, forces you into the corner. Again, Rashid has a fireball. It's not as good as Gal's, obviously, but let's say you beat up Rashid's fireball. Rashid has so much anti-fireball tools. He comes in right away, then he pressures you. On top of that, good crush counters, 3-frame, reverso, a lot of ways to jump in, different air trajectory, so he can make you miss your anti-air, punish your anti-air. Character strong. Now Zeku. Again, Zeku is a perfect offensive and defensive character. Zeku has when Zeku was in the old version, he's more of a zoner. He has a reverso, fully invincible 3-frame reverso, 3-frame button. And Zeku has good flips that could confuse you because there's a flip into grab, which you have to crouch, a flip into behind you, a flip into in front of you. On top of that, when he goes into young, that's when he comes in towards you. So Zeku, obviously, perfect offense when he's old. No, perfect defense when he's old, and amazing offense when he's young. So, but Zeku does get hold it back by his V triggers. But if Zeku had a good V trigger, he would probably be near where Chun-Li and Gal is. Poison. So Poison, right? Poison does not have a reversal, and that's the only thing that is wrong with the character. The character has the best normals in the game, hands down. Amazing offensive pressure, amazing anti-airs, ridiculous damage, ridiculous V triggers, good crush counters. The only fault with this character is literally you don't have a reversal. Yeah, and Poison could actually confuse your anti-airs with her flip kicks as well. Her flip kicks is, you punish it, it's only -4. That's not enough damage to really like tell the person to stop. I think the character's S tier. Tell me what you guys think about that. So now Ed. Ed doesn't have a reversal, but Ed has a reversal where it's not 3 frames, so you could like press a normal and it whips, but his reversal is 1 button. So when a reversal is 1 button, you could see a big normal, press it, it automatically punishes. It obviously won't do that to like a jab, but it will do that to anything that's like a medium, a hard, that's an automatic punish. And what makes Ed strong is Ed's anti-fireball tool with his V skill too. Ed's crush counters, Ed's anti-airs. Don't get me started on Ed's V trigger too. That shit's insane. It's broken. There's a way to stop it. If you jump, you could have the V trigger with, and then you could punish Ed. But Ed could also feign it with his fake fireball, so it's basically a guessing game. So I put Laura in the top of A tier because Laura has amazing offensive pressure, but the only thing that's keeping Laura back from being S tier is that Laura doesn't have a reversal, and Laura has problems with getting in against characters that has fireballs, because Laura doesn't have a good anti-fireball 2 as Cody or Seth or Chun-Li or even Ed. So Laura kind of struggles with characters like Gao and Ryu, stuff like that. But the offensive pressure, 50/50s, command grab, V trigger, robbery, it's perfect. So yeah, next is Akuma. Akuma is strong, good offense, good defense, decent V triggers. You know, Akuma is held back because he was nerfed a little bit. His whiff punishes are weaker, and he has low health. But I think Akuma is still strong enough to be still in the A tier range. Next is Oro. Oro is very underrated. People think this character is weak. This character is not weak. Oro has a good way to come in with his blue ball V skill. I forgot which is, if it's 1 or 2, but the blue ball V skill, perfect to come in. His EX fireball, you can't jump over it. 3 frame EX reversal, good damaging anti-airs, strong V triggers. You mix V trigger. You mix the Tenju Stone V trigger with the V skill overhead. I'm telling you, the high-low mix-ups are dangerous with Oro if someone uses Oro correctly. But this game is dead. It's too late. But yeah, the Tenju Stone V trigger with the overhead, so overpowered. Next is Ken. Great V triggers. His V trigger 2 totally shuts down fireball characters. Ken's a whiff punish monster with his turret combo, with his crouch and medium kick. Decent V trigger, good crush counters, good high-low mix-ups in the corner, good ways to come in with his EX dive kick. I think between Ken and Akuma are one of the best Shotos in the game. Between Ken and Akuma, some may pick Ken, some may pick Akuma, but it's between those two. Next is G. Literally, G, everything perfect. Only thing except is that he doesn't have a 3 frame or a reversal, but he just makes up with it with his amazing offensive pressure, amazing ways to counter fireballs, good crush counters, good pokes. Character, I think I placed him correctly there. Next is Bison. Literally perfect character, perfect. Only thing is that he doesn't have a reversal, but he does have a 3 frame though. But Bison, good crush counters, good V trigger, everything is plus. Good ways to come in with his what's it called? Psycho devil. I think it's called that devil reverse. Yeah, character is strong. Next is Dalzim. Literally, Dalzim, amazing normals, decent crush counters, alright V triggers. Dalzim has a good reversals, which is the teleport and his super, but they lose to throw. But if a Dalzim player is smart, they could, since his reversals are only countered by throw, they could play into that. So I think Dalzim is really strong character, period. Next is Cammy. Cammy is a good character. Good buttons, good crush counters, good way to come in with her V skill, which is plus on block. The only thing that keeps this character back is her V triggers are a little weak and run out too quickly, but everything else, I would say Cammy is a decent character. Karen, I think Karen's a strong character too. Good normals, alright anti-fireball tools. If she had better anti-fireball tools, I'd put her higher in A tier or S tier, but her anti-fireball tools are way too negative on block. Her V triggers are mediocre. V trigger 1 gets beat by V reversal. V trigger 2, this is just a bad parry. Yeah, I think the character's fine where she's at. Ibuki. Ibuki would be an S tier if this was like season 2 or season 3 without V shift, but V shift totally annihilates most of her V trigger setups. So you know, yeah. Good reversal, good counter fireball tools. You're forced to play her game. 3 frame. Yeah, so yeah. Colleen. Colleen, I'd say this character. Decent anti-fireball tools. Uh, Decent reversal. She only has a parry. Decent V triggers. 3 frame. Tell me if you guys think should she be higher, lower? I think I put her in the right spot. Okay, next Manat. Manat is basically a weaker version of Dalzim. I think what keeps her back is her lack of good reversal, but I think I placed in the right position. Kage, really good. You can't zone Kage because of his 3 hitting fireball. Kage has so much good ways to come in. He has his dive kick. He has his fake air fireball to bait out flash kicks, DPs, anti-airs, a mate. The forward hard punch, one of the best crush counters in the game. Good whiff punishes. Amazing V triggers. Kage is a really strong character. 3 frame reversal. Her Armika. I think if this was like season 2, I'd put Armika in like where Laura is or where Akuma is, but V-Shift kind of helps out with the 50-50s. But the character's still strong. Good anti-fireball tools. Good anti-air. Good ways to come in to bait out anti-airs with a drop kick. I think the character's decent. Abigail, if this was season 2, the character would probably be in top A or S tier because of the unblockables. You can't V-shift it. You can't do nothing about it. So, but now they balance this game out like in season 5, added V-shift, so there won't be as much unblockables. Abigail is balanced. Abigail does have to take crazy risks to come in. That's why he's this low in A tier. Like the crazy risk he has to come in, he gets extremely negatives, and he doesn't have a reverse or a 3 frame, so that holds him back as well. But the character is still strong. Next, Fong. Okay, Fong, character is strong, but character has perfect offensive tools, good zoning tools, good ways to come in on someone zoning on him. Only problem that's holding this character back is obviously his reversal, but other than that, I would say the character's good. Balrog is a good character, good V triggers. His V trigger 1 gets beat easily by V reversal and jab checking the overhead mix-ups, but what makes Balrog A tier is that you're forced to play his game. You can't zone him because of his V skill 1. You're forced to play his game. But what really makes Balrog A tier is because of his V trigger 2. I put Blanca at first because I think Blanca is better than all these characters that are lower. Blanca, 3 frame, good ways to come in, crush counters, good V triggers. But I think what holds Blanca back is that his V triggers are easy to avoid if you know how to block it correctly, and Blanca is too predictable. You know what he's gonna do, slide or jump in, so his predictability makes him not in the A tier. Rose, pretty good character. What holds this character back is her reversal. Her reversal loses the throw, so when you have her cornered under pressure, like unless you have like a really good read, then that's the only way you're gonna get out of the pressure. Um, but what's good about this character is that it's her normals, her zoning, but what also holds this character back is her V triggers. V trigger 2, I think it's the one where she hits you multiple times, that gets countered easily by V reversal. Feature 1 is strong, but if you know how to block the setup, the fireball teleport cells properly, that will totally shut the character down. So if you know, if you train with that, literally her V trigger 1 will be useless. If you know how to block the fireball teleport setups perfectly, like if the fireball comes to you and you block it and then you teleport, you block the normal way. If the fireball comes to you, it doesn't hit you yet, but the character teleports, you block the way the character is. So it's just BS like that. Some Rose players will get you if you didn't train for it, but if you know it, it's simple. Nash is good, literally everything perfect, except for his V triggers are his V triggers are weak. His V trigger 2 is alright, but it's kind of too predictable. It gets beat up by V reversal, and Nash does not have a true reversal, which sucks, but everything else about Nash is good. Good crush counters, good normals, amazing fireball, good way to come in with his air slash flash kick. And yeah, I think the character is good. Honda, I think this character is good too, but the character does struggle against characters with good fireballs like Ryu Gao, and the only thing good about Honda, I would say, is his V trigger 1. But with his V trigger 1, V shift, if you use V shift in the right moment, it shuts down his V trigger 1. And yeah, he struggles with characters with fireball, stuff like that. On top of that, he doesn't have a good reversal. His reversal only beats normals, loses to grabs. Nakali, strong character, but I just don't think that Nakali is better than all the characters above him. Nakali, good crush counter normals, unlimited V triggers. The character's strong. Yeah. Sakura, this is definitely the best version of Sakura. Invincible DP. I'm not sure if she has a 3-frame. I don't really play Street Fighter like that anymore, but I forgot if she had a 3-frame or not. Let me know if you care to let me know. So decent V triggers, decent fireballs, decent anti-airs, good whiff punishes, but it doesn't lead to crazy damage, so it's not really that serious. Good offensive pressure during V trigger. The character's strong. Jury is strong. Jury's V skill and anti-fireball tools force you to play her game, but what holds Jury back is that her V triggers are weak. Her V trigger 1 totally gets destroyed with V reversal. Her V trigger 2 is basically useless. But yeah, the character is strong, except for her V triggers, which really hold her back. Birdie used to be really strong with his amazing anti-air, like you couldn't cross him up. They nerfed that, which is good. Good V triggers, good offensive pressure, good ways to come in with fireball characters, so you're kind of forced to play his game a little bit. Good anti-fireball tools, good crush counter normals, good V triggers. What holds him back is his reversal, obviously, but his offensive pressure kind of makes it for it. Lucia is a good character. I just don't think that she's better than all those characters above. She has good anti-fireball tools, good ways to come in, good crush counters, good whiff punishes. The character is just not better than all the characters above, but the character is good. Ryu, this is definitely the best version of Ryu, but I just don't think that Ryu is better than all the characters above. Ryu has good fireball, bad, I would say average normals, bad crush counters, average V trigger. The character is just average. Yeah, that's basically it. Falke. Falke, the character is strong, good zoning, decent offensive pressure, but her V trigger are kinda lackluster. Her normals are slow, easy with punish. Reversal is like Ed's, but Ed is quick, faster when you're slow like Falke in your reversals. As bad as it's not a good mixture. Okay, next is C tier, Gil. Gil is strong, but what Gil lacks is what Gil lacks is a really strong V trigger, and V shift shuts down a lot of Gil's V trigger setups, so that affects him, and Gil's reversal affects him as well. Gil only has a parry and a EX chair tackle, but those both lose the grab. So I just don't think Gil is a strong character in this game. Alex is strong. Alex is really strong. Good anti-airs, good normals, good whiff punishes. But what Alex is a damage powerhouse. But what holds Alex back is his V triggers are weak, I would say, and he has basically no reversal except for his EX slash, but that's technically not a reversal. So yeah. Dan, you know, pretty strong character, good offensive tools with his like air kick tatsu with his V trigger 1. But what holds him back is that his crush counters are bad, his normals are bad. He's easy to whiff punish. The character is just not better than any of the characters above, but Dan is not a bad character. Akira, you know, good character, but her V triggers are a little weak. Crush counters are good. Her V triggers are a little weak, which really holds Akira back. I didn't even want to get into it. You know, she's not an interesting character for me. Urien. Really, what holds Urien back majorly is that Urien has no reversal, no 3-frame. It's hard for Urien to get in because the only way to get in is a dive kick. But a dive kick could be anti-aired and parried by Ryu. Literally, the only reason why Urien is not in D tier is because of his V triggers. But the V shift damaged Aegis Reflector unless you're in a corner. And V trigger 2 is a mediocre V trigger. It works, sometimes it doesn't work. But Urien's V trigger really saves him from being D tier, I would say. But you could argue Urien could be where Gil is. You could argue they're both the same level to me. That you could switch either or. Sagat, you know, Sagat is just in the wrong game. This is not Street Fighter 2. You can't be a fireball only character and be good and be a decent character in Street Fighter 5. You need the BS, you need the robbery, you need the crush counter. Sagat just lacks that. Vega did get better, but the character is just not good in this game. The character is just not good. The character is not better than all these characters above. You may, you know, struggle with a Vega here and there because of Vega's normals, but the character is just not good. Zangief. I say Zangief is the worst character in Street Fighter 5 because he's a command grab. He's the only command grab character in the game that he has to work to get in. every other command grab character has tools to get in, good offensive tools to get in. ZANGIEF doesn't, and ZANGIEF's offensive tools are very negative, very punishable. Also, V-Shift, and V-Shift kind of bounces out most command grab characters on top of that. So yeah, and ZANGIEF's V triggers are absolutely awful. His V triggers are awful. You basically land it by a read or luck. If it's not a read or luck, you're basically effed. But yeah, that's my final Street Fighter V tier list. You could switch Urien and Gil's position here and there, but yeah.